Welcome back to Healing Your Story Through Stories. Today we have an amazing episode planned, including a new series starting called Healing Your Story Through Stories, Book Club Edition. I am beyond blessed and so excited to announce our guest speaker, Korryn Adams. She's a very dear friend of mine from my high school, go Winhawks, an amazing mother, a beautiful and strong female, and I'm so excited and so proud of her for sharing her story. Korryn will be leading today's episode. She is sharing a story that's really helped her heal her story. It goes into the complexities of forgiving, especially going through a difficult time. And Korryn is a perfect example of what it's like to withstand some difficult times and come out stronger, more resilient, and more amazing. I'll preface by saying that this may not be a great fit for someone who's experienced religious trauma, due to the fact that the foundation of its beliefs is based off of Christian faith.
Hi, my name is Korryn. I am a friend of Brittany's, and actually now I'm a fan, big fan. I kind of always have been. She's hilarious and smart, and I could listen to her all day. She's so wise beyond her years. But I want to share with you this book, and I'm very honored to be able to do this with her. It's called Forgiving What You Can't Forget. And at the bottom here it says, discover how to move on, make peace with painful memories, and create a life that is beautiful again. And I don't know anybody that wouldn't want something like that. To truly be at peace and to be able to forgive is how you are going to achieve that. Life is hard, and especially this past year. I think we can all agree with that. But personally for me, I hit my rock bottom. My grandma passed away, and she was like a mother to me. And I have a 5-year-old daughter who is watching every move I make, and I know that the best way, well, I guess I don't know, but like I personally feel that the best way to raise her is to be the best me that I can be. So I've always been focused on my mental health because I have gone through some of the most traumatic experiences in my life that I wouldn't wish on anybody. Because I have been so focused on my mental health, I've gained a lot of tools already to get through it. But I didn't realize that I wasn't actually forgiving people. I learned around the time I was 18, when I had to accept the fact that my mom was always probably going to be a drug addict and always choose that lifestyle over being my mom. So I learned how to accept her for who she was. And because I forgave her and accepted her for who she was, we became friends. I no longer needed her to be my mother, you know? And I tried to take my own life. Had I not been so close to my mom, I wouldn't be here today. She knew something was off, and she saved my life. And then she died 2 months later. So, goosebumps. But yeah, forgiveness is huge. It's everything, in my opinion. There's 14 chapters in this book, and every single chapter teaches you something new. And I realized that with all of my anxiety that I have, and all of, just like issues with relationships, I push people away a lot. I never feel like I'm content. I'm always worrying about what's going to happen next. And it all kind of just stems from not being, not actually fully forgiving. I would let it, like a bad, hurtful situation, flip my whole world upside down. And then, because I know that you have to feel it to get through it, right? So, that's something that I had, taught myself. But you can't speed up the process. It doesn't work like that. It takes time, and it's not easy. But it is completely worth it, because in the end, you will be at peace. And you'll be at peace on earth, which is beautiful. It really is. So let me just kind of get into it a little bit. I want to start by reading part of the introduction, because when I read that really just, I'm like, yep, I'm buying this book. 100%, I need it. Do you ever find yourself defining life by before and after the deep hurt, the horrific season, the conversation that stunned you, the shocking day of discovery, the stunning call about the accident, the divorce, the suicide, the wrongful death so unfathomable you still can't believe that they're gone, the malpractice, the breakup, the day your friend walked away, the hateful conversation, the remark that seems to now be branded on your soul, the taking of something that should have been yours, the brutality unleashed on the ones that you love, the email you weren't supposed to see, the manipulation, the violation, the false accusations, the theft, the fire, the firing, the day everything changed, that marked moment in time. So, whether it was an event or a collection of hurt that built over time because someone wasn't who they were supposed to be, didn't do what they were supposed to do, or didn't protect you like they should have protected you, your heartbreak deserves a safe place to be processed. Whoever they are in your story, their actions hurt you, took from you, and set off a chain of events still greatly affecting you. And that was wrong. And if no one else in the world has been kind enough to say this, I am so sorry for all that has happened to you. I kind of just want to point out some things that really changed the way that I see things. Firstly, when I thought I was forgiving people, I wasn't, because I realized that I have all of these long-term, almost like PTSD type pains, and I can't have normal relationships with people. I push people away. I just, I'm hurting. I'm still actually really hurt. So did I really forgive? Am I really at peace? No, I'm not. What this book taught me was compassion I have so much more compassion for other people now, because it's not my fault. It's not my fault that they're trying to hurt me. I feel bad for them. You know, it's not anything that I did. And maybe, just maybe, if you can have compassion for people that are trying to hurt you, you might be the one person that could actually help them. Because retaliating isn't going to do anything by adding more pain to pain. I love the quotes in this book. Each chapter has a few of them, and I'm just going to read a couple of those to you. Well, I'll probably read all of them because they're amazing. But Chapter 1, Forgiveness, the double-edged word. The more our pain consumes us, the more it will control us. Another quote, those who cooperate most fully with forgiveness are those who dance freely in the beauty of redemption. Chapter 2, Welcome to the table. Unhealed hurt often becomes unleashed hurt, spewed out on others. Chapter 3, Is it even survivable? And I've totally felt that way. Like, I have grown up for a majority of my life wishing that I was never born. And that is so sad. And I recently remember when I did hit rock bottom and felt so alone. I'm like, I can't do another 30 years like this. I can't live like this anymore. I've been to counselors, I've been to therapists, you know, like, but ultimately, you have to make the decisions to change the way that you see things. And our brains are wired to go in this like negative, evil space. And that place is easy to get to. It's a paved road, and it's wide open, and you can see it, and there's no cars coming, and you just take that path every time. What you have to do is stop and think, okay, this is where the problem is. I need to think about it, address it, know the tools, use the tools that I have, and start a different path. Retrain my brain to take this other path. A path that's not even there yet, because I haven't even gone down that path. But the more times I walk the path, the more the grass is going to be flattened out, and I can kind of find it easier, and eventually maybe I can pave that road, and I'll never take the other road again, because I'm going to go that way, because that way is where I'm going to end up feeling at peace and being able to forgive people and forgive myself. So my favorite quote in this book is this one right here in chapter 7. The experiences I have affect the perceptions I form. The perceptions I form eventually become the beliefs I carry. The beliefs I carry determine what I see. I'm going to read it one more time. The experiences I have affect the perceptions I form. The perceptions I form eventually become the beliefs I carry. The beliefs that I carry determine what I see. I think one of the hardest parts of forgiveness is when that person that hurt you or did you wrong doesn't even care if you forgive them or not. But that's not what it's about. It's about being at peace with yourself and having compassion for others. It is so important. It's going to change your life. And you can start today. That's the best part about it. She has this book in any store. And she also has like audio. Hang on. It's available at your favorite bookstores or streaming video on studygateway.com. So you can do like a DVD or a study guide. And then she also has like printable worksheets, like to really like help you get through things. I seriously like have notes. I've got like this book. It's amazing. Forgiveness is the key to happiness. And hopefully I helped in some way. I've never really done like a book review before, but I am so much happier than I have ever been. I feel so much stronger, and my life isn't any easier. Trust me. It actually has gotten harder. But I'm okay, and I know I'm gonna be okay.